Good afternoon. Welcome to another edition of Coach's Corner here in the Highlander Activity Network, and we are on location, a little special edition of Coach's Corner. Normally we're in the mornings on Thursday, and we're over at the Highlander Activity Center, but there's something big going on tonight at Hannah Field, and we'll talk about that coming up in just a few minutes. We got a special edition today. We are live from Washington Elementary School here in Valley City. As coming up tonight, it's Thunder Bowl, as the Valley City Thunder, White, and Royal will be playing their annual season-ending game, I think, if memory serves. This is the last game of the year, fellas. And we're going to be talking with a couple of members of each of the teams and some of the coaches, too, as well, here on this special edition of Coach's Corner. And joining us right now on the Royal team, we got Braden Schultz and we've got Avery Gerlach. Gentlemen, how you doing today? I was going to say this morning, but how you doing today?
Good.
You ready for game day?
Yeah.
Are you? Avery, I'm going to start with you. You know, you're at that quarterback spot, so you're the guy under center. Do you like playing that position?
Yeah.
Have you done that? You know, I know last year you were a backup. Mm-hmm. Was that the position you kind of like to play as you get older?
Yeah.
Why is that? Why do you like the quarterback spot?
I honestly don't know.
You really don't know?
Probably because he gets the ball the most.
And you run. You like to run too. You don't throw as much as really. You like to run the ball a little bit, right?
I'll like to play running back or quarterback.
Okay, you just run. Okay, that's what Avery likes to do. Now, this is your second year with Thunder. I guess looking forward to next year. You know, I know you still got some time left, but now playing junior high football, that's going to be a big step. You looking forward to that?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to try to stay with that quarterback spot if you can.
Try to.
And I know you got Mr. Milbrandt and Mr. Howard and the Meyer boys that'll be up there. But so looking forward to that. Now we'll go to Braden. We'll talk with you now. You're second year as well.
Yep.
What position do you play?
Left guard.
Left guard. Do you play anything on defense?
Yeah.
Where do you play on defense?
C gap.
C gap. So you're kind of middle, nose guard. Plug up the holes so or you're off center.
Off center.
Off center. You like defense or offense better? What do you like better?
Defense.
How come?
It's just you get to tackle people.
You can hit people? Uh-huh. Now, for both of you guys, your second year playing tackle football, was it a big change? I'll start with you, Braden. Was it kind of a different last year as a fifth grader to play tackle football?
Yes.
What was the biggest change for you, or difference, or getting used to it?
Probably getting used to the helmets.
Okay.
Because they were tight at first, and then they just gave you headaches for the first couple days, and then you get used to them.
Then you get used to them? Okay. How about you, Avery? What?
It was a pretty big change because last year I didn't start as quarterback, and then I had a different center as well.
Okay.
And then I had to get used to Keegan.
Okay. So getting used is a little different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, tonight we got the Thunder Bowl. We're not going to do trash talking here, okay? We'll let the coaches do that. But last year, you guys were both on Royal. Mm-hmm. And what happened last year? You're on White, and you were on Royal.
Yep.
What happened last year, Avery, in that game? Who won?
Thunderbolt? Oh, we won 16-8.
Meaning the Royal won that one. And wasn't White like undefeated?
Yeah, they were undefeated 7-0, and then we won. We had one game won. And then, was that our first game won against you guys? Or?
I don't know, but I
think that was our second game won.
No, there's only one reason we lost.
And that was?
I can name a couple sixth graders that were talking trash, but I'm not.
But we won't do that, right?
No.
Even though they've moved on, but we won't do that. But how fun was that though? You get a chance to play the other team, and how fun was that for you last year?
It was pretty fun because of they put me in at quarterback a lot of drives.
Okay.
A lot more.
Okay. And now, Braden, also for in that game, when you play the other team, is there, you got friends on the other team too. Mm-hmm. Is there some talking going on during the day at all at school or not?
Not for me, but...
Oh, really? So you're kind of quiet and you just let your actions speak for themselves?
No, it's now I just got to yell at the fifth graders who are doing it.
There's a lot of fifth graders that did it. Especially sixth graders talked a lot of trash.
Last year.
Last year, okay. Well, now we're gonna embarrass the coaches too. Now you guys have learned a lot from these guys, haven't you? And and do you have a favorite coach for you?
Maybe.
You don't have to say it if you don't want to, because you probably fear you're going to be running some crushers or something.
I'm not saying it.
You're not. But the guys have been good, haven't they? What have you learned most about football, Braden, from your coaches and playing for the Thunder?
How to not get concussions.
How not to get them. Okay. How about you, Avery?
Probably try not to get hit in the wrong place.
So learning how to take a hit. Okay, because I know that can be kind of tough, learning how to take a hit. So, all right. Well, tonight, what do you think? What's going to be a key for you guys to get a win tonight? Braden, I'll start with you.
If our backs didn't run to the sideline.
Okay.
We have to cut in
Up the middle
of
more.
the field.
So don't give away too many secrets. You know, you got the enemy sitting right over here, so you don't want to give too many secrets away.
And we need to stop Dominic.
And then we need to not fumble and throw picks,
Okay.
especially for me.
Especially for you.
Yeah, I was about to say we.
Or me, Nixon, and Jack.
Well, but who's going to win?
Yeah, Nixon's running back.
Who's
We'll
going to win?
find that out tonight.
Well, to find it out tonight. That's a good answer. You should be a politician someday. We'll find out tonight. We'll find out who's going to win tonight. So it was 6 o'clock tonight, right, guys, at Hannah Field?
Yeah.
For the Thunder Bowl. Well, gentlemen, I appreciate you coming. I'm going to let you go here. We've got a couple of the Whites coming in and chatting. So good luck tonight. We'll see you at the field.
Thank you.
That is Braden Schultz and Avery Gerlach joining us from the Thunder Royal. We'll be back with a couple of members of Thunder White as we continue this special edition of Coach's Corner here from Washington Elementary on the Highlander Activity Network. Back here on Coach's Corner, here on the Highlander Activity Network, on our special edition of this Coach's Corner here on this Thursday afternoon, live from Washington Elementary School. And the reason why we are here live again is we have got the Thunder Bowl coming up tonight. I know it was when they started the Thunder football way back in 2000 or whenever it was. They had Thunder Bowl. They kind of quit it for a few years, and I think it's about the third or fourth year back that they've had this matchup between the two 5th and 6th grade teams. And now a couple of members of Thunder White joining us. We have Riley Rolsema and Steele Thornton. Gentlemen, how's it going?
It's going pretty good.
Good. Steele, have you get right up to the microphone. We want to hear what you have to say, you know, because you're good too. All right. Let's start off with you, Riley. Quarterback?
Yeah.
Do you like that position?
Yeah.
And have you been playing it for a couple years now?
Yeah, last year I was backup.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you as 5th graders, you're the backups. And now you get. How did you? Were you excited this year, getting a chance to be the number one guy?
Yeah.
Okay. How's the season gone for you?
It's going pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last year, were you on White as well? Mm-hmm. So you were on the wrong end of the Thunder Bowl last year
Yeah.
when you had a chance. All right. Steele, how about you? What position do you play?
Center.
You're a center. So you two guys work together a lot, huh? Okay. How does that work out? You got good communication between the two of you?
Yeah.
Okay. And have you been playing center for 2 years too, Steele? What did you play last year?
Last year I actually played right guard and
Okay.
a little bit of tight end,
Okay.
but I kind of just switched to center. So
That's a good position. I mean, you're probably one of the few people outside of the quarterback that has your hand on the football every single play when you're on offense. So is that kind of important for you? I mean, that's an important position for you guys.
yeah,
So you got the four guys on either side of you, and you kind of well, I know you're taking the snaps and calling the offensive plays, but do you do any communication with some of your offensive linemen still, or no?
with my right guard and kind of with my left guard too,
Okay,
to see who pulls and to see who blocks down and stuff.
sure. So I'll ask you guys too. Same thing I asked the other two. First, I'll start with you, Steele. What kind of lessons have you learned? What have you learned from your coaches and just playing these last 2 years of playing football?
Don't kind of just work as hard as you can. Don't make fun of the other team. Have friends with the other team, especially if they're 6th graders.
Hey, and Riley, how about you?
I've learned a lot for sure. You really don't want to get hit in the wrong spot.
Right.
It can really not be good.
It could not. That's true.
And you got to work hard so you don't get hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So is it something too you really didn't know until you started playing? I mean, obviously this is your second year tackle football, so they're tackling me, but now you know, well, there's a certain
Yeah.
way to get hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you play a little defense as well?
Yeah, I do sometimes. I play cornerback.
Okay. Do you like offense or defense better?
Probably offense.
Offense too. All right. A thrower, or you like to run?
I like to throw more.
You like to throw more, so we got the opposite quarterback. So we got the runner, we got the thrower here. You said you were on white last year.
Yeah.
Were you on white as well, Steele, or were you on royal?
I wasn't here last
You
year.
weren't here. So you didn't get part of this. This is your first taste of Thunder football, as far as with this. How have you liked it though? Getting a chance that your first year playing with these guys.
Pretty good. It's a lot more of like running conditioning than last year.
Mm-hmm.
It's more hard work. Don't slack. Just keep going. Do extra.
Okay, but you have enjoyed it though. Have you both had fun this year? Has it been a fun year
Yeah.
for you guys?
Yeah.
So we don't want to give out too many secrets, but I'll start with you, Riley. What's going to be a key for you guys to get a win tonight?
We really got to just like push through the gap, hit it hard, and just keep running.
And getting a chance to play against the other team and the other Thunder team, you practice with them. You see, how fun is that? Getting a chance to do that.
It's pretty fun.
Any trash talking that you see during the day or no?
I haven't seen any yet today.
Not yet, anyway. And you still got a few hours yet before
Yeah,
game
a lot
time.
better
Once you get
than
on the
last
field, now that's a start, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Steele, how about you? And getting a chance to play against the other team.
It's pretty good. Well, I think that we kind of just need to hit the gaps hard. I mean, our O-line needs to block on.
Mm-hmm.
They need to pass that really good. They need to not go downfield. Kind of just need to stay put. They all need to communicate better. They need to get down on their blocks and stuff.
Okay.
Even on defense, they need to tackle low, get at their legs. Because then if you just stop them, our entire team's gonna go for the ball.
We got a coach in the making here. I think he's got the game plan pretty much set. I know what the real key though is to winning tonight. Score more points than the other team.
Yeah.
Simple, it's pretty simple that way. It's just simple math. So 6:00 tonight. So who's going to win? You got any predictions?
I don't know. Hope we win.
Good game though, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
Steele, you any idea? You just. But go out and have fun, right? Is that the main thing for you guys? Win, lose, or draw, just go out there and have fun tonight?
Yeah, probably.
Get a chance to play in the big field. Good crowd tonight. It's going to be 80 degrees when you kick off.
Yeah.
At least you're not playing in snow like they did, 3-4 years ago? I think we had a snowstorm that they had to play in. So you get at least decent football weather tonight.
Yeah.
Well, guys, good luck to you. We'll see you on the field here, and may the best team win. How about that?
Yeah.
All right, we got Riley Rosman and Steele Thornton joining us. We got some of the coaches from White and Royal Thunder coming up as we continue the special edition of Coach's Corner here from Washington Elementary on the Highlander Activity Network. And we are back here on Coach's Corner here on the Highlander Activity Network in this special edition of Coach's Corner here from Washington Elementary. Is the Thunder Bowl coming up here tonight at Hannah Field, 6 o'clock kickoff. And we'll hit there probably around 5:50, 5:55 with our pregame here in the Highlander Activity Network for Thunder football. Now we've got a couple of the coaches joining us. This is when the fun starts now, as we got a couple of the gentlemen sitting here, Ryan Matthias and Matt Marsh joining us from, I believe, Team Blue. Or Royal, or you're whites. You're the white.
We're the good guys.
Ooh, now see, the trash talking starts with the coaches. The kids were smart, but the coaches let her fly.
Good guys always wore white in the back.
I thought it was black. Well, you're wearing black in your jacket. Let's Ryan. I'll start with you. Just Thunder football. You've been a part of it now for a few years. When Trevor was playing and Hadley, and I mean you've been around it for a while. What have you liked about this being part of Thunder football the last few years?
Yeah, I've done a lot of reflection lately on that, and yeah, I've been here. This is my 12th season with Thunder. You know, the great thing about Thunder is we work with these kids, and every one of these coaches has just a drive to see these kids succeed. Whether it's on the football field or in life, we want to see our kids succeed. That's the biggest thing, and we're teaching them not just football skills. We're teaching them life skills about working hard. Steele commented about doing extra work after practice and things like that. This year we've had a dozen kids stick around after practice, running extra hills, doing extra laps, push-ups, sit-ups, and doing that stuff. And that's being driven by the kids themselves and stuff. And seeing that, and the coaches sticking around and encouraging them to do that, and the intensity that the coaches have is unreal. I think there's maybe been once or twice this year in practice where I've heard coaches' voices get raised.
The guys are like, I think there's more than that, but
yeah. So I mean, it's just some of the life skills that we are starting to teach these kids, and everything, and just the passion that each one of the coaches has for the game of football and for kids and that next generation, because we were all that age and wanting to play. We didn't have a tackle football in 5th and 6th grade and that stuff, but teaching them now so that they can take those lessons that we're teaching them and bring that intensity for hopefully 6 more years after this, so they go all the way through their senior year.
Matt, how about you? I know it's been a couple years, 2-3 years, second year or so that you've been part of this. What have you seen? I mean, you've been part of Express Wrestling for a very long time, and this is kind of the same thing, but for football. Just grooming that high school team. What have you experienced in these 2 years as a coach for Thunder?
Just kind of trying to build a culture for the kids of success, breeding success. Obviously, we start with fundamentals, but to keep it fun, to keep them. To be realistic, to keep them in football, they have to be successful. They have to want to win, and the kids staying after, doing extra, striving for the awards we came up with this year to give out. It's been a pretty cool culture building process to be a part of. To see these kids start succeeding, to see them want more, to see them to demand more of their teammates, to want to do better.
Yeah. As you look back, when you were growing up, how do you feel if you would have had a 5th and 6th grade program when you were down at that age?
We would have ended on top.
Yeah.
we almost went to the top, but we would have ended on top if we would have had a couple extra years.
And seeing a chance, Wyatt getting a chance to be part of this, and as a dad and a coach, just knowing what he's learning playing this has got to be gratifying for you as a dad.
Fun, and then I get to hang out with his buddies too, so that's pretty cool.
And now you know who his buddies are.
Yeah.
Well, now, tonight, let's talk about Thunderbolt. And I think, Ryan, you and I chatted about it once before. They kind of discontinued it for a while, but it's been back here about 3 years, I think, 3 or 4 maybe, that it's been back. How fun is it for the kids and even the coaches to get a chance to go toe-to-toe with one another?
Oh, it's that's actually why it had gone away for a little bit. Coaches were a little too intense when it came to going against each other, and so coaches we have to make a conscious effort not to be too intense when it comes to the game and everything. But yeah, this is our second year now, bringing it back, and everything. Last year was a great game, like you said, 16-8.
Yeah. Sorry, losing coach just said that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Don't start crying now. Do we need to get a tissue?
No,
just let me know.
No. So yeah, I mean, there's always those gamesmanship things that go on, and I know we put in some different plays and different formations to hopefully try and catch them off guard, and I'm sure they've done the same thing with us and everything too, and and it's we're out there to win. We're not out there to just have a good time and stuff. We're out there to have a good time and win.
All right.
So
and winning is a good time.
Yeah.
It can be anyway. Matt, how's this season as a whole gone for you guys for the White?
It's been pretty awesome. From the first day of practice, talking to the kids, I kind of get long-winded sometimes. I like to give little motivational speeches. From the draft, to the road trips to the Jamboree in Jamestown, now to the Thunder Bowl. Speaking of the draft, if you look at that roster, you'll see the majority of the wrestlers are on the great team. So
yeah,
not a coincidence.
It's not a happenstance.
Yeah, but it's been a fun process and another fun program to be a part of.
And you're building future Highliners. I mean, that's one thing. And I know Coach Engen and some of the varsity guys are going to be hanging around tonight as well after practice, aren't they?
Right. We coaching and talked to Coach Engen, and they're going to make sure that they shut down their practice. It's Thursday, so it's kind of just a run-through anyway for tomorrow night's game with Watford City. But they're going to be there, and they're going to be on the sidelines, make the gauntlet for the kids for introductions and the national anthem and that stuff. And then they've got their team supper that they're going to have to get to and everything. But, hopefully maybe a couple of them will come back. And tomorrow night, when we talk about building that culture and everything and going through the whole high school life as Highliners and football players, the Highliner varsity team, the players actually asked us to have the kids come tomorrow night.
Okay.
And they want the kids to form the gauntlet for them out at the beginning of the game and stuff. It's senior night, so yeah, I get a little choked up because these seniors they were good. Yeah. They were a good team.
That'd be what
we were talking just the other night with me and Coach Clint. Scotty Rohde last week had that interception.
Mm-hmm.
He did that in the Fargo Dome too, and it was great because there was a kid that was on about the 5-yard line, and it was either run into the end zone scot free, or Scott take the guy out, and that guy's eyes got about that big as Scott just plowed him into the end zone. Yeah. So those memories and everything are there with these kids, and hopefully this group of kids sticks around, and in 6 years I can see them as seniors too.
Well, it'll be a fun night tonight, and again, great weather. I mean, what was it about 3-4 years ago? I think we had that blizzard that we had to play in because back-to-back years, middle of October, we got hit hard. So it's going to be a perfect night for football tonight at Hannah Field, and any night's a good night for football, really. I mean, stop and think about it. It's supposed to be played outside. Come on, people. Yeah. But 6 o'clock kickoff tonight, and we'll be there. And gentlemen, appreciate you stopping by, and look forward to seeing you tonight again. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Paul.
Coach Matt Marsh and Ryan Mathias joining us from Thunder White. We'll be back with a couple of the Royal coaches when the special edition of Coach's Corner from Washington Elementary continues on the Highliner Activity Network. Back here on Coach's Corner, here on the Highliner Activity Network, again, a special edition here on this Thursday afternoon, live from Washington Elementary. We've got Thunder Bowl, we'll call it Thunder Bowl 2, since it's the second year they brought the Thunder Bowl back. White and Royal getting after tonight at Hannah Field. And now we're joined by a couple of the coaches from Team Royal. I always said Team Blue. I said, no, it's Royal. It's Team
We'll
Royal.
correct you on that.
You will,
absolutely.
absolutely. And I just hope the Royals don't beat my Yankees, but that's another story altogether. But Coach Clint Clemens joining us, along with Jesse Hendrickson joining us. And Clint, I'll start with you.
Yes.
How has this season gone overall, on and off the field, with this group of young men?
This has been a great group of kids to coach. They're very coachable kids. They're very polite, professional kids. It's just been a great group of kids and a great season for us. And parents should be very proud of these young men and women that are on our team. They're just a fantastic group of kids.
And the life lessons, we've talked about it with a lot of them, the kids and the coaches. And Jesse, as a dad, you've had Leighton went through here, and now you got another one going through. As a dad, too, how's this been for you watching what it's done for your kids?
Well, it's amazing. I mean, Tristan's in 7th grade now, so last year he was part of the Thunderboil on our Royal team. He was our center. And Leighton starts on defense for the varsity, and it's just amazing to see where they can start and where they learn, learning those basics and learning the work ethic and, being committed to giving the effort it takes, to make that starting spot.
Right.
Tristan was disappointed. He missed a couple of practices early this year and didn't get a center spot.
Yeah.
Didn't get a lot of time on the 7th grade. And, he's like, gung-ho, I'm going to work hard and I'm going to go get that center spot next year.
Yeah.
To see that attitude is just, it's what Thunder's about.
Right, and it seems like they're sponges, that these players want to absorb whatever you guys are dishing out. Is that something you have seen as a coach, that they're looking at you, they're listening to you, and then when it works, you're like, hey, yeah, they know what they're doing?
Yeah, seeing the light come on is probably the most enjoyable thing about being a coach.
Mm-hmm.
You start at day 1 and practice 1 and you're like, oh man, here we go. And then by day 3 or 4, it's starting to pick up, and then by the end of week 2, you got some kids figuring it out, and some guys it's week 4 or week 5, and all of a sudden something clicks, and the green light goes on. Like that's why we do it. Mm-hmm. And it's just amazing. That's the best part, is the progress that you get to see in these young athletes.
Well, now, Clint, they're going up against their buddies, their schoolmates, and there's no way that you need to motivate them for a game like tonight, is there?
Not for tonight, no. I will say coaches have been talking about this game all season long. We don't try to trash talk at practice, but Royal is the defending champions, so we have a little higher standard for this evening. So.
We got to get a Thunder trophy with a lightning bolt or something that we start traveling with these guys and passing it out to some of them. But and yes, winning is it. You want to win a game, but just having fun and enjoying what you're doing, is that one of the biggest messages that you're trying to convey?
Absolutely. Like all these coaches have said, when you see that light bulb go on, it's just so rewarding. We had a certain player at the Jamestown Jamboree. He sacked the quarterback, and after that, just a different player. So seeing that light go on, and now I've been doing this for 10 years, and you get to see kids that I coached 10 years ago now going to varsity playoffs, right? Mm-hmm. So I want to see that state championship in Valley City and know that maybe I had a little part of that at one point. So it's a winning culture is what we want to build throughout Valley City.
And I know we didn't get a chance to talk with Matt or Ryan about it, but new helmets came in this year, and you don't get something like that without a lot of community help. And we'll talk a little about it tonight on the game, but just the community spirit and the way that the community got behind Thunder football when you needed something like that.
Absolutely. We did a fair amount of our fundraising too, but the community stepped up. New helmets were roughly $13,000. Mm-hmm. We were able to raise that in a couple of months, and the community was just fantastic. Nobody batted an eye when we asked, and they were really behind it. And this has been a successful program for 24 years now, and it doesn't happen without the community behind it. So.
Mike Lentz started it back then when his kid was playing football, and for both of you guys, I'm not going to say ages, but did you have tackle football in 5th and 6th grade? Probably not.
We didn't. No.
Yeah. And so getting a chance to coach these young men and women and getting a chance to show them the fundamentals, it seemed like all 4 of them said learning how to get hit. Is that something, too, that you really, when you get into those fundamentals, and Jesse, just how to take a hit and how to go down after you get tackled?
Yeah, it's just part of the practice, the tackling procedure, and, making sure you're the one getting hit, but you can't be giving half effort, or you're the one that's going to get hurt. Mm-hmm. And that's part of the drills we put together. And we can focus on, most of our drills are 2-sided. There's not really a specific. Both lines are getting something out of it, and a lot of our hitting drills really teach that.
What's going to be a key tonight, Coach, to without giving away secrets, to get a win tonight and maintain that trophy?
Got to win the line of scrimmage. Spoken like a true center, but this is going to be one on the line of scrimmage. There's no doubt about it.
And have you seen, too, an improvement on this group from that first week? You talked about the light bulb, but just overall, they have really improved as the season has gone on?
Yeah, and one of the things I look at is we go into our first game, what do we run, 4, 5, 6 plays? Now we're, we got 20, 30 plays installed, so they get the confidence, they get the experience, and then you can start putting in more things. And I would never game plan specially for the Thunder Bowl, but there's a few surprises.
A few things that are really going to the back of the playbook to pull this one out. Matter of fact, not even in the playbook; it's in my back pocket here.
Exactly.
But again, a great night tonight. The Thunderbolt, beautiful night weather-wise. I think Miss Bope is going to be singing the national anthem, and we're going to have the seniors and the varsity out there going to be getting these kids going. Just the excitement too. You've gone through it a couple of times now as a dad. Now you're doing it as a coach, Jesse. Just the excitement for the Thunderbolt and what it means.
Yeah, it's it's a chance to go out there and just show what Thunder football is. You got two different teams with a couple of different philosophies, and they come together, and you can show the success that they both have. And the kids show up every day, and it's just amazing the effort that they put in, and to make that a success. And that's what this is all about, is just showcasing Thunder football at its finest, going head to head against each other.
Yeah, I know it's not the Fargo Dome, but it's pretty darn special to be able to play on the same field that some of the guys you look up to on a Friday night play on, and these guys get a chance to do that. So, well, guys, I appreciate you joining us again. I look forward to it. 6 o'clock tonight. Kickoff at Hannah Field, Thunderbolt 2. And may the best team win. And if there's a tie, the coaches will wrestle at the 50-yard line if there's a tie tonight. Oh, I heard something in the back. Wait a minute, that came from a wrestler who said no.
We conditioned for overtime, so we're ready to go.
Okay, there is overtime. There will not be a wrestling match, a cage match coming up. Guys, again, thanks very much and good luck tonight.
All right,
thank
you. Appreciate it. Coach Clint Clemish joining us along with Jesse Anderson. We'll be back and wrap things up here from Coach's Corner here from Washington Elementary on the Highlander Activity Network.